Good morning, good morning. Happy December Daily. And my December Daily has changed about 7 times. I've only told you about 1 or 2 of them. Yep. I was going to do it in this book, which is from My Little Journal. She created this for, like, what do you call these? I can't remember what you call these. Granted, these are too big, but then I always have the cinch in the back of my mind, and for whatever reason, I never can make that thing work right. And I can't promise you, Curtis, stop laughing, that I'm not going to change this. This is a golden book. I took it apart, took out the books, because I didn't want to not be able to use some things from here as collage. But the idea, how does this go? I think it goes like this. Yeah. That I had, first of all, was, I can't tell you because I might use it next year. I think I've done that to you twice now. Sorry about that. But I keep changing my mind. I want to be so badly somebody who likes the December Daily stuff. The I'm not going to say normal because it's not normal. The December Daily, Ali Edwards version of December Daily. Did she come up with December Daily? I'm really not even sure. I love the pockets. I love in and out of the pockets. I love all of that. I can't do it. It confines me, which confuses me, which takes away the zap of the thrill and the fun of it for me. And this is all about me. You think it's all about you, but it's really all about me. I have to be having fun to do this every single day. If I'm not having fun, there are days when you can tell I'm not into it. I can tell. I'm not into it because I'm not having fun. I'm tired of the project. I'm confused with the project. I need to change the project. I wish I could be Ali Edwards. Whatever. I even yesterday, after my husband's test, everything went fine. He's done. One good thing about growing old, you don't have to do some of these tests anymore. He doesn't have to do this particular test anymore. But when we got home, everything was quiet here because he had been up most of the night before. And so I was watching Ali Edwards videos. I'm like, okay, maybe I can. Even knowing that I've already changed it twice, even knowing all of that, I'm like, maybe I can work this in somehow, some way. There was even one year where I was involved in kids' lives, and we still had a little granddaughter, and we were doing things. We don't do stuff now. We don't go to Christmas plays. We don't go to Christmas plays at school. We don't do going to tree lighting things. I mean, I guess we could, but for me, the fun of all of that is seeing it through your children, grandchildren, whoever's eyes. Once those people don't want to be around you, or you don't want to be around them, our granddaughter's 13. She's emotional wreck. And she's going through a lot. It's just that stage of her life. I think today's kids have so much more thrown at them that anxiety is just like, if you're not anxious, you're not normal, which is a horrible take on the world right now. But she's not. She's got anxiety. She calls her mom all the time. I can't talk about it. Anyhow, okay. So I have come up with other ways to. So there was this, all in all, to say that one year I was doing all of that stuff. The last year I probably did December Daily in the traditional, that was the word I was looking for, traditional way. I was doing all that, and I waited for Ali's video to come up before I did my own. So I was always like 2 days behind, maybe, or something like that. I even lost track. I lose track when I'm filming 1 day behind, filming ahead, filming on a schedule. I don't ever know what day it is. But Um, and I waited for her to see what she did that day to see how it inspired me. Fun, great fun. And if that's what you want, I'm not saying you can't do that at all. I'm not saying you can't do anything. You can do whatever you want. This is my space and I'm in control of this space and that's it. So I had another Christmas idea. I'm like, okay, I can make that work. And I do like to make it a little personal because it is a personal project. Going to all the Christmas events is personal. So I wanted to make it personal, aka maybe about South Carolina somehow, where I live. But it didn't work. I did have it all ready to go until day before yesterday. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So then it's like, okay, so then what are you going to do? Well, yesterday was Wednesday. Tuesday, I spent a good bit of time on Pinterest. I put in December daily and kind of was like looking at everything, which is mostly traditional December dailies. And a magazine popped up. You know, I love a good magazine. I wish magazines were not going out. I love National Geographic, but I also love the artwork of the New Yorker. I've never read it. I may have read it one time when it was in a house or something we stayed at one time. I don't remember. If it was years and years and years ago. But I love the artwork of the New Yorker, particularly the artwork at Christmas time. So I went on Pinterest and I found a bunch of old covers, really old covers of the New Yorker, and I copied them out, photocopied them. Now, I am not going to use this in my art. I am going to be inspired by this. So I'm not copying the New Yorker. I'm not infringing on copyrights. I am going to say, okay, today, this one has a tree farm, an old-fashioned tree farm. The trees in the background are without their leaves. It's a cloudy, snowy day. There's railroad tracks. Here's a tree farm. It says Christmas trees in and out or something like that. I guess that's the in and out exit and entrance. It is from December 19th, 1970. And I printed 31 of these. And the last two are New Year's Eve editions. So I thought, okay, even though this says I'm a reindeer, but it's just a Christmas cover, that was okay with me. And I put other paper in here. I may not use this paper at all. I may just use it as a base. Oh, and look at me. I put in 3 signatures and I stapled them into a separate piece of cardstock and then attached that to the spine. So I have room to grow. Look, oh my gosh. I have learned from Halloween and Thanksgiving. I can't do those covers anymore. So here, I'm going to write on here cover, which I haven't done yet. A lot of times I don't do my cover till the end because I want it to reflect the whole project. And sometimes, obviously, I change my mind. The reason why, because I love that approach in a December daily or any journal that Allie Edwards does practically. Now, I am not going to put this on the page. I think I'm going to put these all in a big pocket in the back and maybe just write on the back, this is December 1. I cannot believe it's December of 2023. Okay. So what do I want to take out of this? Do I want to draw trees? And I don't want to start here. I think I want a double spread. I think I have enough paper in here to do double spreads on everything. So I want a double spread. It's not completely flat, but it is pretty flat. And by the end, it won't be flat. It'll have a lumpy left and whatever. So I had thought about last night, even thinking about, do I want to collage? Do I want to paint? Do I want to mix media? Do I want to put parameters on myself at all? And the idea was not to put parameters on myself at all. I have to make sure that I'm in shot here. Okay. So this one is the one I'm going to use for today. And I don't have the ones picked out. They're not in any particular order. There's some great ones. The only two I want to leave to the end are the New Year's Eve ones, which kind of have champagne or something. I don't know. Anyhow, so I think all of these are just going to go in the back. I was going to put them on cardstock and kind of have pockets, but I never follow through with the pockets. I'm starting to know myself after doing these kind of projects for years now. I sort of kind of know where my strong points are and my weak points are. So, believe it or not, if I use color from here, I don't know. I might save this for next year. I'm 90% sure we're not going to have any more grandchildren, but you never know. Somebody who might still like us for a while. But I'm going to just put this aside, I think. I'm just going to put it in my paper bin. So, what do I want to take out of here? I don't know. I really love the gray, but that doesn't make for a pretty... Can you really see this? Tons of gray, dead trees, like big walnut trees or oak trees. Not oak trees, but pecan trees, maybe, something. Oh, you can see trees in the background on a hill that are all dead. All the leaves are gone. And there's a Christmas tree farm in the front. So I'm kind of thinking, I do want a suggestion of Christmas in this. Maybe just a bunch of trees. And I know I have stamps. Let's see here. They're all labeled. But I don't have one that says, oh, plants and sowing. Okay. This might be trees. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. That's like a shop. Oh, we could do a Christmas tree shop. This is not the trees I was looking for. Although there's like pine. What is this? Some kind of pine. This is not the one I was looking for at all. Here's a little tree. Maybe that could be looked like a tree. I don't know. Okay, this might work. I don't know. Let's leave that. I know I have trees like in travel, like camping. Oh, I found some. I think this is kind of what I was looking for here. I have like 4 or 5 of these of travel, just travel stamps. But that's Notre Dame. That's not going to work. I saw a tree in here someplace. These are cities. Here we go. Pinecone and mountains, but I can't get rid of the adventure because it's like all the way through it. Okay, that's not going to work. These might be long videos, people. At the rate I'm going, these are going to be long videos. I have these labeled like that, and then here, a label. Okay, maybe this is the one I saw. Okay, here's some mountains. Mountains and trees. Okay, that's what I was looking for. They're little, I know. Most of this is globes. Ships, bon voyage. Globes. Maps. This has got a travel theme, but it's mostly words. There's San Francisco for when I go home. Take that off so it doesn't clog up the works here. Okay, so I have a little bit of trees. That came from this one. Let's see what else is in here. This was not my idea for storage. Somebody else did this, and I'm like, that might work for me. All right, this is Paris. This is a map. Oh, here's mountains and trees. Oh, this is perfect. Here's another one. Okay, this is perfect. We're going to put this one away. So let's leave this out. Put this one away. I think this is a lot of tags and more maps. Oh, I see another maybe tree thing. All right, that's New York. You know what? I was looking for this because this kind of stuff might go on the cover. New York. And I have more New York stuff, believe it or not. This is Europe. Oh, that's South Carolina. I thought I saw mountains in here. I guess I just saw South Carolina and palmetto trees. All right. No more philandering here. Let's use this. Uh-oh. Where did this come from? I think it came from this one. It really doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, Lord, there's another one. I have to watch my time because I am giving blood today for my doctor's appointments. Just routine stuff, nothing. All right, I love these mountains for sure. And there's more mountains and trees. So, do I paint this like gray and brown and put trees all over it? Maybe? Gray and brown? I can make gray. I'm sure I have brown. Yes. No, that's copper. It's gonna be slow going here for a day or two. Or do I, let's just color it so we don't have to wait for anything to dry with Neocolor 2s. Let's do that. And then I have a little bit more control on the color, theoretically. Okay. And I might just stamp on other paper and glue on top. All right, here's brown, some green, another brown, and ooh, here's gray. Okay. So, all right. Apparently this one is going to be done on this piece of paper. Probably need some deli paper here. Something that I don't mess up anything. This is from a Carpe Diem journal. I just took the cover off and used the inserts, which was exactly what I needed, count-wise. Okay, now gray. Does it bother me that the dots might show through? This is not gray, this is raw umber. This is gray. Does it bother me that the dots might show through? No. And I probably need to wet these anyhow a little bit. Maybe not. Is it going to be like Metropolitan Museum ready? No. Is anything I do Metropolitan Museum ready? No. Does that bother me? No. But I'm sure I might have more fun than a lot of the people that are in the Metropolitan. Unless it's on the Vogue magazine party, the Met Gala. That would be, I think that would be fun to attend one time. Could I afford to buy a dress? No. Would I want to buy a dress? No. I hope you don't hear my husband talking to the dog. I'm kind of blending this purposely. I'm not sure what kind of color it's going to give us. when I put it all down. I think I'm going to put it all down at once and then get it all wet and then let it dry and go to my doctor's appointment and come back. So yeah, I have changed my mind several times. I don't know. When I grow up, I want to be Allie Edwards, and that's not the right thing to do. And I'm never going to be Allie Edwards. Am I okay with that? Really and truly, yes. But in the back of my mind, I still think maybe it's possible. No, no. She has talent. You just have guts and stupidity working in your favor. Let's put it all on the internet. Okay. Is that the wisest thing to do? Probably not. Does it bother me? No. Here's a color I'm looking for. Some of these have broke. I do love these things. Neocolor 2s, Stabilos, and Tempera paint sticks. I have used the heck out of them this year. Almost every day. At least one part of them. I hope you can hear my washing machine going. I have to multitask here sometimes. No princess living here. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to get this wet and then just let it dry. I like things drying naturally better. I think they look prettier. Yeah, see, this is just the vibrancy comes to life here. And there's either my hair or the dog's hair. This is going to be our background. After that, I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of trying to get the actual marks out so it just looks like color. And sometimes I hope I learn from these journals. Like sometimes I learn things about myself. I definitely learned that I love mixed media and collage the best. Okay, we need to let that dry. I want more brown in here. Maybe I need to add black. Some of these paint brushes are filthy. I didn't want to actually see those. Ignore the dog barking at my husband. We go through this every day. He barks at him while he's in the shower. He's like afraid of the water, but he wants to protect my husband from the water. All at the same time. Don't ask me. It's a little game he plays. Then he calms down and then he's fine. Okay. Maybe while it's a little wet, we're just going to add a dead tree in the background. Sometimes he takes longer to calm down than other times. Okay, we're stopping. We're going to let that dry, go to the doctor, give blood, and come back. I have these separated by warm and cool. So sometimes it looks like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't. All right. See you in a little bit. Bye. Oh my gosh. You have no idea how lucky you are that I am here. It has been 2 hours from you know where. There's an accident on the interstate, so everybody's coming through the back road to get to Columbia or beyond, and it is bumper to bumper traffic. It took me a half an hour to get to the first grocery store so that I could get evaporated milk for my pumpkin pie. Then I had to go back the other direction to go get blood drawn, and there was a mower on the side of the road, which, if you know anything about the South, we don't need to mow our yards in the winter. The grass all dies, goes dormant, doesn't die, goes dormant, and you don't have to mow it. What they were doing is beyond me, but they clogged up traffic. It was awful. I spilled my coffee that I could finally have since I gave my blood. I told the lady, don't take my blood pressure. You can have my blood, but don't take my blood pressure because it's off the charts. It was ridiculous. It was just 2 hours of unbelievable ridiculousness. Everything has gone wrong this morning. I said, I'm going to go home, finish my video, and go back to bed. There's nothing good about today so far, except for this. Okay, I don't know how I want to do this. This is a much bigger mountain scene here. Oh, acrylic blocks. Huh. Are they in the drawer labeled acrylic blocks? Why, yes, they are. But my favorite sizes are at the beach. So I think I'm just going to have to do this one because this one doesn't have any lines. It doesn't really matter. I can see it. I don't know if I want to put mountains actually, because there's the mountain right there, right? Maybe I just want to put trees. If that's the case, I could use a smaller block that fits in my hand. Okay, here's a whole line of trees. I might use this one because then I can like do them all at once. Uh-oh. Where did that little one just go? Here. Okay. Like trees in the foreground, trees in the background. And a couple big trees in the front. Not every day is going to be a sort of replication of what's happening. I think I'm going to do them one at a time because they're not going to look right. Okay, now what color ink should I use? Green, I guess. But to start it off, and after the morning I've just had, this is probably the best. Okay, can't get this lid off. All right, there we go. It's been, I mean, just insane. The mower really irked me beyond belief. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then, of course, you can't get around them because we don't have passing lanes. This little area, a suburb of Columbia, has been built up. And built up. If you've been here any length of time, you've heard me say this before. But there's no room to add roads. There's a railroad track, there's a lake. You can't make the roads any bigger than they already are. And it's like, let's build another subdivision. There was, while I was going out, the road to get back into here by the water, there was 3 trucks coming. One was a crane, one had sheetrock, and one had some other kind of building supplies. And they can't turn left on the road to get back here because nobody would let them in, and the roads are too narrow for them to make that kind of a turn. And so they were clogging up the light too. I mean, we all sat through 3 lights while somebody finally decided to try and get out of the way and let this big, huge truck with a crane on it come through. I'm like, oh yeah, build some more subdivisions back here. There's no room for them people. There's no more room at the inn. It is full. Just because at one time we had good schools doesn't mean we still do. Doesn't mean you can come here. That's what happened. We got really good schools. And everybody wanted to move here for their kids, which I don't blame them. And then the schools kind of mellowed over the last 2 or 3 years now. They're still better than downtown Columbia schools, but not as good as they were. And we have problems too. Oh, I'm loving these trees. And it's like, really, people? There's no more room for subdivisions with 400 houses in them. And that seems to be all they want to build. I think I'm just going to stamp trees all day. This is therapeutic. See, I'm already being calmed down. Calm down, lady. All right, somehow I'm going to have to put something there. For some reason, the stamp, there's nothing there. But I don't know why it didn't stamp, but we can use these trees. Yeah, okay. Now, I think I'm going to take these 2 single trees and put some big ones in front. Just like right down here to the road. Or whatever. Oh, my squeaky table's back. Okay. And I think there's a little sign. I'm just going to say Christmas Tree Farm. If I can maybe pull that off. Somehow on here. Okay, let's see. No, that's not right either. Too big. I can't wait to see tomorrow what Allie Edwards does the first day. And she really has pulled back and made hers much easier. Her design team hasn't. But she has. And I guess Crystal Indonate, I'm not sure how you said her name. I think it was kind of close. She's really pulled. I think she got a job, a 8 to 4 job, out of the house job. So she's really pulled back. All right. Don't look at my dirty water if you can see it. I'm going to use this color. Somebody needs to come in here and clean my room really good. Maybe they'll find Amy. I still haven't found Amy. My Amy Tangerine alphabet stamps. They're here. They're not at the beach. It's easier to look at the beach because there's not as many supplies. But they're not there. Now, I wonder if I can use this. That's too big. Ooh, that might be too small. Goldilocks over here with pins. Too big, too small.
Ooh, that's just right.
Somebody needs to come over here and clean. This place is a mess. All right, how big is this one? That's a little better. Okay. What does it say here? Christmas trees. Okay. It's not liking writing on this. Ugh, come on. Let's just use a regular old ink pen. This is calming my anxiety. Not that I have anxiety. It's calming my anger from being out and amongst people. It's just poor planning on city planners or whoever. It's like this area is not big enough for this many people. When I first met my husband and I first came out here, I was like, I'm going to Timbuktu. We're only 20 minutes out of Columbia. But it was like, oh my God. Okay. Now, I'm not going to wet this again. Although this is permanent ink, I think. Yeah, permanent waterproof. But I think I'm going to just leave it like that. So this is the cover of the New Yorker. And this is my page. In hindsight, these dots may bother me, but because this is a dot grid journal, but we shall see. We're going to leave it like that. Leave it like that for now. There is a little house back in here, but I don't think... No, I'm not going to replicate any of them anyhow. I just want to be inspired. Like this one I might do tomorrow. This one is from... I can't read the date. But it's got a bunch of... It's got like a salt box house, like New England style house. And a beautiful... And then kids sledding. And it's got kind of like a bridge. This is kind of a bridge right here. And there's a few little edges of cars you can see. And I don't know what I want to do. I always want to be able to pick people like this. Just, you know, a swash for a top and two legs. But they look authentic. So maybe that's what I'll practice tomorrow. I don't know. On blue. I cannot read that date. But these are mostly all old. I think the newest one is like in the 80s. 58. 38. Oh, 2014. Okay. But there's a little dog. I couldn't help it. 1957. 1984. I love this one. 1937, I think. I like this one too. This is 1942. Look at that one. Wow. I can't read that one, but I like this one with Santa Claus pulling the reindeer. This is a cute one, like a little bicycle guy in New York City with Santa in there. 2008. See, this would be fun to try to replicate, like a city line in black and a dark sky. Ooh, the moon the last few days. Ooh. 1973. This is a really pastel version of elves, Santa Claus, reindeer. That's cute. This one is... Oh, this is for... No, this is carolers, but like 1967. So during the 60s, like the Beatles or something. 2017. This is cute. Taking your Christmas tree home on the subway. There are two in here somewhere. This one is super dark. I don't know the date. I think it's 2003. But there's like an angel blowing a horn. Here's Christmas trees being harvested, going down a railroad, down a mountain. It's kind of cool. 1934. This is like a ton of Santa Clauses. I love that. 1995. This one is for New Year's Eve. The last 2 days. 1988. But like partiers on stars with champagne glasses. This one's really cool. It's kind of like all these people in the woods, but they're all reading books. 2004. But the colors are just gorgeous. Here's Santa Claus in a car. I like that. 1990. This one looks like that Hallmark lady. What was her name? But skiers. 1989. I like that one. Oh, this one's snowman. This one's cute. Just lots of little snowmen. 1972. So there are some newer ones. All the Santa Claus on the subway. 1965. This is 1949. But it looks like they might be going to Central Park and they're going to be sledding. Here's another Christmas tree. But it's like a line at Disneyland. How you have to wrap through, or at the airports, how you have to wrap through. But it's in the shape of a Christmas tree and it's all these people shopping. 1985. That's kind of cool. 1972. This one is like a gingerbread house. Hansel and Gretel type thing. That's kind of cute. This one is like a little lady in her beautiful like a glass room on top of a big building in New York City. I can't read the date on that one. I don't know where my other New Year's Eve one. Maybe I only made one. And this is Angels. This is from 1969, I think. Angels up on top of the buildings in New York with garlands. So that's really cool. Really cool, if I do say so myself. This one is New Year's Eve. But I'm going to write the day on every single one of them that I do. And then put them in a pocket in the back. Okay, that's enough for today. My level of stress is lower than it was when I walked in the door. But I'm done. I'm done. I got a mess and now I'm done. I'm done. Ooh, this is from last year. There were none with moose. Maybe this can go on Reason Why. Okay. That was just sitting here. All right. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.